She was found in an alley, shot 3 times with no ID. Then another woman, then another. And for decades, nobody was caught until this is the case of one of LA's deadliest serial killers that went unsolved for 25 years. On August 10, 1985, a 29-year-old woman named Deborah Jackson was found dead in an alley near West Gage Avenue in South Los Angeles. She'd been shot 3 times in the chest. Her body was dumped like trash, half naked, with no ID, no purse, and no answers. The only thing they knew was that whoever did this wasn't in a rush, and they didn't care who found her. She was labeled a Jane Doe for years. No one knew her name. Just another black woman murdered in LA, in a time when nobody in power seemed to care. Less than a year later, January 10, 1986, Henrietta Wright, shot twice, dumped under a mattress in an alley. Again, in South LA. Same MO. Same type of victim. Same silence. Then came Thomas Steele, a man, which was rare for this case. Shot. Same neighborhood, same method. By 1988, the body count kept ticking. Barbara Ware, Bernita Sparks, Mary Lowe, LaCricka Jefferson. Most of them were found shot, a couple strangled. All were black women. Most were sex workers or struggling with addiction. And all of them were dumped in alleys, driveways, dumpsters, like someone was making a statement. Police didn't say much publicly, but internally, they had a pattern. A serial killer was working South Central and nobody was doing anything about it. Then, the killer disappeared. Gone, like a ghost. No bodies, no leads, nothing for 14 years. That's when the media, years later, gave him the name the Grim Sleeper, because he slept for 14 years before striking again. Fast forward to March 10, 2002. Catherine Davis, 43 years old, was found dead, shot in the chest, same pattern. Then Valerie McCorvey in 2003, then Janisa Peters in 2007, whose body was found in a trash bag in a dumpster, shot in the back of the head. LAPD formed a task force, but let's be real, the case stayed under wraps. There was no media coverage, no press releases, no warning to the community, just quiet investigations and cold morgue drawers. Then in 2008, a journalist named Christine Polisek with the LA Weekly dropped a bomb. She exposed the existence of an active serial killer in South Central LA and revealed that the LAPD had known for years and told no one. People were pissed, rightfully so. The community accused the police of not caring because the victims were mostly black women, many from poor neighborhoods. The heat turned up fast, and now with the public finally watching, LAPD started talking. They officially dubbed the killer the Grim Sleeper. They linked him to at least 11 murders from 1985 to 2007, but it didn't stop there. They had DNA. They just didn't have a match. So they tried something new. Familial DNA. It was the first time this was ever used in a criminal case in California. Here's how it went down. In 2010, a guy named Christopher Franklin was arrested. Routine stuff. He gave a DNA sample. That DNA didn't match the Grim Sleeper, but it was close, like father-son close. That led police straight to Lonnie David Franklin Jr., a 57-year-old former mechanic who lived in South LA. A guy with a rap sheet for stolen cars and peeping Tom stuff, but nothing that screamed serial killer. So the LAPD sent an undercover cop to a pizza joint where Franklin was eating. The cop grabbed a plate, some pizza crusts, and a fork Franklin had used. The DNA test came back, a direct match to multiple crime scenes. They arrested Lonnie Franklin Jr. on July 7, 2010. He didn't run, didn't fight, just looked confused. Here's where it got worse. When cops searched his home, they found a stash of over 1,000 photos and videos of women, some nude, some unconscious, some clearly dead. Many have never been identified to this day. Some of those women may still be alive. Others probably aren't. Lonnie's garage was like a serial killer's time capsule. He kept trophies. He kept memories. He kept the horror. He charged them with 10 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder, the survivor being a woman named Anita Washington. She was shot in the chest and pushed out of a car in 1988, but lived. Her testimony helped build the case. Trial started in 2016. It took years to get there because of legal delays, evidence, and how many victims they suspected were involved. At the trial, prosecutors showed the photos, played the audio. Anita Washington testified. It was damning. Franklin didn't say a word. No apology, no explanation, just silence, like the 14-year gap he left behind. On May 5, 2016, Lonnie Franklin Jr. was found guilty on all counts. A few weeks later, he was sentenced to death, but he never made it to the execution chamber. On March 28, 2020, Franklin was found dead in his prison cell at San Quentin. No signs of trauma, just dead. Cause of death? Unknown, or at least not shared. To this day, LAPD still has unidentified photos and open cases possibly tied to him. They suspect there could be dozens more victims, women who were never found, never reported, or never believed. The Grim Sleeper wasn't just one of the most prolific serial killers in LA history. He was a product of a system that ignored an entire community for decades. If not for DNA and one survivor who lived to tell, he might still be out there.